Hello, everyone, and welcome to this 44th episode of 5 Minutes with NY Ike. I am Isaac Sacolick, or NY Ike on Twitter, and in this episode, something I've been looking forward to for a long time. I'm going to walk you through an end-to-end low-code, no-code application from the integration to the database to the front-end user experiences. I'm also going to share 5 key tips on introducing low-code and no-code applications to your organization. Let's get started. Okay, so before you embark on any application journey, you really need to have your goals in mind, and I had 2. First, I wanted a no-code approach to being able to build a database with all the writing that I do every single month and over the last 15 years. I do about 4 posts on my blog every month, another 3 at InfoWorld, and somewhere between 3 and 5 on other websites. So a lot of content, and I was able to build this database in QuickBase as a way of storing the URLs, the content, the metadata, all associated with my content. All 800 plus articles that I've written over this time frame is in this database. Now, I didn't want to just collect it for my own purposes. I wanted to be able to share it. And so that gets into the other requirement. I wanted to build some dashboards out, not only for my use, but also to be able to publish on my website. And what you're seeing here is a Tableau dashboard embedded in my website on SquareSpace that allows any of you to go in and look at my recent or past articles by clicking into the location, the type of article, the year, and you can get a list of clickable articles to go look at. So that was my objective. I wanted to do this in no code. I didn't want to get into coding. And you could see I was able to build this with a couple of platforms. You can see this dashboard at starcio.com/data-viz/articles-isaac-Sacolick. And I hope you'll go out and visit it. Now let me give you a sense of a little bit of what's happening behind the scenes here. So I want to show you a little bit of what's happening behind the scenes. On one hand, I have QuickBase that's storing all the data. On the other side, I have Tableau being able to render it in dashboards. And then I have a whole bunch of integrations that are automated to make this happen. Now, starting with my website and all the other websites that I publish to, this is an example post that I hope you will go read. I announced my new book, Digital Trailblazer, at this. You can go to see it at the URL, and I'll be talking more about Digital Trailblazer in a future post. Please go read it. But coming out of my blog is an RSS feed. I bring that RSS feed into Zapier. It loads in anytime there's a new article published. It actually goes and does some filtering and cleansing for me. It then uses the QuickBase API to publish a single row in that database containing the URL, the post, and the metadata for that post. I do that with InfoWorld and my other publishing, and I'm going to now show you what the underlying architecture looks like in whole. So I want to share with you the full architecture. I've already explained how Zapier is used to load in RSS feeds. I have a separate integration that's pulling in my analytics, at least from my blog, off of Google Analytics into a Postgres database as an RDS database on AWS. Out of everything here, that's probably the most technical thing to configure. And I use a no-code approach to bring that data over. It's a tool called Sitch Data. It's owned by Talend. I just configure it to point to Google Analytics, point it to Postgres, and now I have a database table with all my Google Analytics data. I then connect Tableau to both data sources. I use the URL to do a join across those data sources. Once I build dashboards out, it gives me an embed code that I can put on SquareSpace, where I host the starcio.com website. So that's how the whole end-to-end process works. Now let's talk about governance that goes into building low and no code applications. So let me leave you some tips on deploying low and no code applications in your environment. Start with goals in mind, right? You don't start developing anything without some notion of what your vision is. Number 2, focus on an MVP, something small to start out with, particularly when you're working with new platforms. Consider using multiple low and no code tools. These all do different things relatively well. I use QuickBase for databases. I use Tableau for my dashboards. I use a number of different platforms for integrations and around processing data. Start in small, but really demonstrate the value, particularly when you're working with stakeholders. Make sure that you're doing things incrementally and using feedback to adjust what you're building. And then as you deploy no code and low code tools across your organization, you need a governance model. Just like any other kind of application development, you want to manage life cycle, you want to manage release processes and testing, you want to document things. So regardless of whether it's code, no code, or low code, you need that governance in place. It's a big part of the COE programs that my company Star CIO works on with a number of our clients. We do have a specialized COE around Agile and around low code selection and implementation, and around the governance around it. So you can visit that URL, starcio.com/COE, to find out more about it. Thank you for joining this week's episode of 5 Minutes with NY Ike. Again, I post about 2 videos every single month here around different aspects of transformation and different aspects of digital practices. I hope you will subscribe to the newsletter, and I look forward to seeing you in my future episodes. Have a great day.